my guys, from Boone to Diggs, home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Maryland's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Martin will throw it and wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ray. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Terrapins are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
To the ground with the back. What a cut. Now he's loose. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on fourth?
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. So Florida Atlantic's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball?
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sets up the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Back open in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
From the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, and the attempt is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Martin back to pass. Working that left side now. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Knocked off his feet.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, going up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. My goodness, he unloads on that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Makes the quick grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
The Owls will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. Turning on the Jets. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Martin will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. it to knock it down in the end zone.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Martin back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Snags it quickly on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Messer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Martin will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Webb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. We've reached a break. It's Maryland with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
And listen, quarterbacks run more nowadays, and we see more of it, but they do have a tendency, because they are a quarterback, to cough it up a little bit. But how about the man? He said, I got this, and jumps back on it, make sure he covers that thing up so he didn't make a bad play for his offense.
Martin back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle, no yak on that catch.
And the Terrapins have taken it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end now in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They're now up 9-0.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Dances away to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Got his man. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Finally, the offense is able to come up with a big play. Where has that been all game long? I mean, a goose egg right now on the scoreboard. You just got to wonder, though, is it just too little too late?
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Going up top again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On the ground, it's Ray. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Terrapins are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Motion from the back. Martin will throw it. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sands.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play-calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Wilson. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's 4th down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.